Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There is no turning back now. So today I decided I'm going to introduce you to another obscure piece in my collection. I managed to acquire this piece quite recently, 4 or 5 months ago, from a lovely gentleman in California. This piece is an artist proof, so it has no number on it. The numbers of the pieces were quite limited anyway, only 200 ever produced. When this piece came out, got released, I wasn't really interested in purchasing it. And I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea with the Fox bronze finish. As you can see, not real paint on this piece, and I know some collectors who repainted them. The Fox bronze, I think, so Sideshow knew what they were doing when they went with this. Really brings out the details. About the piece itself, sculpted by Spectral Motion artists. Spectral Motion is the special effects company who created the Drake creature for the film Blade 3, which we're not getting into now. We all know how that film turned out. However, I always loved the design of the creature, and this maquette was sculpted by two of my favorite sculptors, Norman Cabrera and Hiroshi Katagiri, who since then went on to direct his own movie projects. So two industry veterans, two people who really understand design, and they really went for it here, and it shows on the piece. So, as I told you guys, the piece itself is extremely limited, and maybe that is the reason I've never seen a proper review of him on the tube. And I would like to fill that gap with this one. All I'm going to say, guys, that since I managed to purchase this piece, it became one of my favorite pieces in my collection. I really admire the detail, the design, the gorgeous forms, and the work that went into this piece. I mean, just look at this arm, you know, like all the details. And while it's not a small piece, well, I would say like maybe 1/4 scale. It's definitely not 1/3, like there's my hand to it, so you get the idea. It's a very sturdy one-piece polystone statue, quite heavy in fact, and his sword is metal. So this blade here is metal. And he's basically comes in one piece. I'm gonna try and bring up some pictures of the box as well. He comes together with the base, and then the sword goes into that hole in the hand, and he's fully assembled. And I'm just gonna say that I'll never will forget the moment when I opened the box and I first laid upon this beast, because I immediately fell in love with this piece. In some cases you can even see, sorry, I just try to focus here, like fingerprints on the piece of the sculptors. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. See? Of the sculptors who were working on the piece, and I just really love that touch. I am an absolute sucker for these pre-production film maquettes. It's really exciting for me, and this is really something that I was just only dreaming about when I was a child. that now you have the opportunity to purchase these pieces that being created for no other purpose than to show the director how a two-dimensional concept will look like in three-dimensional form, and just give the people involved in the project the idea that how this creature might look after the full costume has been created, and the full-size creature. Nonetheless, you guys see the incredible amount of detail that went into this piece. So just this being nothing but a pre-production maquette takes away nothing of the incredible hard work and the fantastic sense of design that went into this piece. Look at that. There is this symbol there, which I can assume that is his symbol. You know, all the vampire clans had different symbols in the film, if you remember. So I just absolutely love these like under the radar pieces, as I told you guys before, that like kind of nobody knows about, and people, you know, like see it and they're like, oh well, it's cool and everything, but you don't know how gorgeous it looks until you like buy it and open the box and you really get the full experience. As I told you guys, I have the piece for like 4 or 5 months now, and I'm still catching myself taking pictures because look at this profile, look at these lines. So yeah, seriously, it's one of my favorite pieces right now in the collection. So the piece is like at around 18 inches tall, and I would say probably 18 inches wide, and then seven inches deep. So it's not a big piece, and that's great because, you know, while it looks fantastic, it saves you a lot of space in your collection. And if you're a movie maquette buff, or someone who likes pre-production pieces, or interested in filmmaking or special effects, this is definitely a piece for you. I have other pieces from Spectral Motion as well. You probably, some of you might have seen my review on the Angel of Death maquette, which is another beauty, sculpted by Norman Cabrera. So yeah, that's it pretty much. It's a mini review here. I'm gonna upload more reviews in the close future now of other pieces in my collection. But I just really, seriously guys, for no other reason, just wanted to share my enthusiasm and love for this piece. And while, yeah, admittedly the film wasn't Shakespeare, I just really love this character, and this piece belongs to a museum. It's like just a really gorgeous creation. All right guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.